Do you have an LLC or thinking about starting an LLC? Or maybe you know someone with an LLC. If so, you might be in jeopardy of going to jail. Guys, this is not clickbait. Starting January 1st, 2024, the IRS is mandating all LLCs to give certain information. And if you do not give this information, you are at risk of a $500 a day fine, 2 years in jail, and a $10,000 penalty as well. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to explain step by step on how you can avoid this, handle this, and what this all about. Guys, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's the YouTube channel. I'm Credit Coach Q, and I create the first cloud-based software that allows you to put your credit repair expenses in your own hands. If you're new to the channel, I'm super excited because I have a banger. Today's video, we're going to talk about the IRS and LLCs going to jail. But before we get into the video, guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. It allows YouTube to push this content to a wider audience and also allows us to leave the lights on. Guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. If you have anything derogatory in your credit report, I mean anything negative, charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcies, medical bills, guys, you name it, please go over to mycreditapproved.com. It's the website and the software that I was telling you about that allows you to put the full experience to your own hands. Guys, people are removing thousands of dollars worth of debt by themselves. They are no longer using credit repair companies. They are putting this information in this experience into their own hands and appreciating on a deeper level. Guys, please go to mycreditapproved.com, check out the software, and start removing these items, guys, if you have anything derogatory on your credit report. Now, let's dive straight into the meat and potatoes of this video, guys. That's exactly what we're going to deal with today, meat and potatoes, because the IRS has put a lot of things in a bill from 2021, and it is actually at its precipice in 2024. What I mean is January 1st, 2024, a lot of things went into effect, and one thing is the IRS mandating all of your information. So basically what the IRS is asking for is the beneficial owner information. So they want to know who owns the LLC. If you own 25% of any LLC, you are required by law at this point to give the IRS all relevant information pertaining to who is the owner and the ownership and how it is deemed. That bill went into effect January 1st, 2024, and you have 90 days from that mark to handle it or face the penalties. Now, they are not really caring on whether you know about this information. They are not really looking for excuses. Actually, they have an article specifying who is the responsible specifically for this mandate that they started in January. It says your company may be a reporting company and need to report information about the beneficial owners if your company is a corporation, a limited liability LLC, or otherwise created in the United States by filing a document with a Secretary of State or any similar office under the law of a state Indian tribe. So that basically means that if you are a person that filed with LegalZoom or LegalShip, any of those places, some third-party places where you're not going directly on the state representative website, you are still responsible for giving this information. For a company and registered to do business in any U.S. state or Indian tribe by such a filing. So guys, this is serious. Now, they are basically coming after all of the LLCs. So if you have an LLC, like I said, you are the owner that owns more than 25% of the company, you are mandated and required to give this information to the IRS. Why are they asking for it? They say that they want to protect any persons that is operating businesses illegally. You know, that's always seems to be the case for this. Now, they also created a mandate January 1st, 2024 for your crypto assets. So if you own crypto, anything like that, you have to report any type of profit gains over $10,000. So, and all of this was in the same bill from 2021. So they are issuing a large crackdown on not only on your funds and how they are actually being used when it comes to your business and when it comes to any type of profit gains. Now, they say that this is what happens if if you do not pay the fine. A willful failure to report complete and updated beneficial ownership information to FinCEN, or the willful provision of or attempt to provide false or fraudulent beneficial ownership information may result in a civil or criminal penalties. Imagine owning a company and being a straight shooter your whole life, never had any run-ins with the law, and filing an LLC for the first time, don't know the expectations of it, and 90 days later you're getting arrested and getting hit with a fine so large that you can't even pay it, and just going through this whole debacle. I feel like this is so unfair to the new investor, to the new business owner, that is just getting, because when they say willful failure, they're basically putting everybody under that umbrella. So if you have an LLC, and whether you know about it or whether you don't know about it, that goes under the umbrella of willful failure, because you are willfully not knowing about what you're supposed to know about. It really is the same thing with taxes. So the IRS really don't care if you didn't know that you had to pay taxes or not. If you didn't pay your taxes, you're going to jail. And this is under the same type of framework where they're not really caring if you know about this new law or not. You better know about it, because if you don't, you can get jail time and a fine so bad that you're not going to be able to pay it. And it also said, including civil penalties up to $500 for each day that the violation continues, or criminal penalties including imprisonment for up to 2 years and or fine of up to $10,000. Senior officers of the equity that fails to file a required BOI report may be held accountable for that failure. So guys, that is huge. You have 90 days from January 1st, 2024 to figure this out. Now we're going to talk about how to handle this. Now there is no virtual application to file this report as of yet. They haven't put that on any federal or government issued website where you can make this an easy thing, fill out some basic information. That hasn't happened yet, but we are expecting for that to happen in the future, in the very, very near future. Now, it's different ways to avoid this, right? And you might like the options or you might not. One way to avoid it is to dissolve the LLC. Most LLCs and most business owners don't provide a large enough profit to deal with stuff like this. So if you dissolve the LLC, well, if you already have one, but if you dissolve it, you don't have to worry about it. You also don't have to get a LLC. A lot of people think of LLC when they first start thinking of business, and technically you don't need an LLC. You can get a DBA, which is doing business as, and don't have to worry about registering with the Secretary of State, and it will still have the business title under that umbrella. Now, if you wanted to get business credit and things like that, then you might have to, cross that bridge, because most business credit individuals or entities do not lend to DBAs. They want the actual LLC. So think about that. And also a trust. People have been saying that they are going to just allow the trust to have ownership of the LLC, but that puts a larger overhead for what you are having to deal with. So just because you allow the trust to own the LLC doesn't necessarily mean that your obligation towards this is dissolved. You still have to basically give them more documentation of who owns the trust and who is the fiduciary components when it comes to the trust. And you have to go down that rabbit hole as well, when you can just deal with it easily. So yeah, guys, it's really interesting to say the least to see what is and why is this requirement so necessary with so much enforcement done on the back end. They're really making it hard for business owners actually to be successful. The way they are doing the landlords and the way they are doing the crypto investors, the way they're doing the business owners, it really seems like it's an attack on the entrepreneur. Guys, let me know in the comment section how you feel about this. Do you feel like this is bullshit? Do you feel like this is something that's necessary to stop corrupt businesses? I'm really interested to know your thought process when it comes to the whole thing. Guys, until next time, take care of yourself and take care of your credit. Credit Coach Q out.